I'm Jeph Loeb.
I'm Jeph Loeb. And together,
we're the two Jeffs.
You go.
Best new show on ABC.
No, thank you. It's like
we're on at 11 o'clock,
like,
right after S.H.I.E.L.D.
They send the old white guys out as sort of like, here, over there. So here we are.
Speaking of time slots, you guys moved to an hour later, and the show got really, really dark. Was that like?
Did? You've already seen it?
A little bit. It got a little dark this season.
Oh, you mean last season?
Yeah, last season.
A little bit. Well, Coulson had a bad day. Not as bad as Ward.
Exactly. Look, this is a journey, and the best part about it is that we're very lucky to have completed 66 episodes. We're on our way to 88 episodes. The number of shows that have been able to do that becomes, incrementally smaller. We give all of the credit to our fans and to our audience and to Jeff Bell and his daughter. But our heroes seem to connect with people in a way that's very special. And I think what we've always set out to do was to tell a story about a group of people that work for an organization that it's kind of hard to root for when you think about it. Here's a spy organization that violates your civil rights and takes you away in the middle of the night and bugs you and spies on you and all those things. So the real challenge was, how do you make that work? And I think what Jed and Marissa and Jeff have done so brilliantly is that they made it a show about family. And that for many of these people, this is their family. So whether it's Agent Coulson and Melinda May, or whether it's Fitzsimmons, you're seeing over and over again how people interact with each other and how they try to make the world a safer place.
The addition of Ghost Rider was just announced. I was curious, were you given a list of characters that you could sort of pick and choose from? And if so, why Ghost Rider that?
We weren't given a list of characters. What we were doing was we were talking about where we wanted to go for the next season. We sort of loved the idea of being able to, S.H.I.E.L.D's original mission was always to find the weird, the unusual, the unexpected, and then classify it and see whether or not it was dangerous or see whether or not it could be contained. And whether that was the Inhumans or whether that was
a guy with a flaming skull.
That gives us an opportunity to get into a world that we've never seen before. And the character of Robbie Reyes, I'm never going to get that right, Robbie Reyes, takes us not just into the world of Ghost Rider, but also into the world of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the world of his relationship with his younger brother, and he's also got an incredibly badass car. We like the car.
We do.
What are the underlying themes for this new season?
Well, at the end of last season, took our characters to sort of a dark patch, and Coulson became director. Coulson lost a hand. We explored Coulson's humanity. We kind of the humanity of all our characters. Some of them lost it. Some of them got it back. Some of them sacrificed to regain it. And at the end of that, there was a lot of pain in some of our characters. And so Daisy was off sort of vigilanteing, and I think with the fear of everything she touches turns bad. And so you've got a family who's lost a daughter in a sense, and then we bring this new character in who also comes from the world of the vigilante, and you can explore issues of vigilantism versus penance. What are those issues with you? We can look at S.H.I.E.L.D. because S.H.I.E.L.D. is also changing, and so every year we try to find new relationships, put people in different partnerships. At the end of last year, Coulson was no longer director, was an agent again. What does that mean? Who's coming in as new director? There's a fun question to find out. And what does that mean for Coulson back in that role? So at the core, it's always about family, but we'll hopefully find new ways to explore that.
Ghost Rider's Okay, absolutely. Oh, thank you.
The last question.
What was it about Gabriel Luna that made you guys say, okay, this is our ghostwriter?
First of all, we have to give credit where credit's due. Sarah Finn, who does all of the casting for all of the movies and has done the casting for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the pilot on, has an extraordinary ability to find very talented and often new talent that is not maybe as well known. When she brought Gabe in, there were people that knew him from things like Matador on El Rey. He has a very commanding presence, and at the same time, is very much lives in the world that we talked about. You know, family is very important to him. His excitement about this particular character, even though when you read for Marvel, you don't know what you're reading for. So he had to kind of figure it out, and he kind of guessed where he was going.
Because we set his head on fire when he came in.
And so we just think that it's somebody that, like many of our other cast members, that people hadn't gotten known before, like Chloe Bennett, like Brett Dalton, that we found somebody else that I think people are going to get attached to.
You had a great strength and intensity, but also there was, when you needed it, there was a vulnerableness that you go, oh, there's something else going on behind this guy, as opposed to sort of just an intense vengeance scene. There was a Mannington that we really loved, the contrast in that.